All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. So I'm just coming at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And I want to deal with the word steadfast. Now, me and a beautiful brother, Hawashai Zion, we did a live stream last week dealing with the word perseverance. Right? If you don't know what the word perseverance means, it's steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. And we are to be steadfast in this truth. Okay? And despite that, the difficulty, the hardships that we may go through, we must continue to strive. We must continue to fight. Even though it seems like, it's a delay in achieving the success, right? We know that the scriptures say through much tribulation, right? Let's get that. Well, yeah, let's start off with that scripture, right? Through much tribulation. And Salakia, this is just all through the spirit. It's the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22. It reads, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right? So this all has to deal with the word perseverance as well. When you go into that word perseverance, what does it say? Steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. What are we trying to achieve? We're trying to achieve that crown. All right? We want to be crowned by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We want to be part of the ones that is clothed in the white robes with palms in our hand or psalms in our hand. Right? We're trying to achieve the kingdom, but it's going to be it's going to be through what? Enduring. Right? Endurance. Because there's a lot of things that we have to endure to get where we want to go. Let's go to the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. And it reads, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. You see what we're striving for? We're striving for the kingdom, salvation. Well, there's a lot of things that we have to endure to get there. So when we talk about persevere, also goes into the word endurance as well. Right? Because you want to persevere, you want to make it through. You want to get to the end. Right? So now when you go into the word steadfast, that I have pulled up on the online etymology dictionary, it says, Old English, steadfast, secure in position, steady, firm in its place. From steed, see stead. Let's go. Steadfast, firm, faithful, staunch, firm in one's mind, unshakable, stubborn, resolute. All right? So we got to be steadfast for this faith. We got to be steadfast for this truth. We got to be firm in our mind. That's why the scripture says, let's get this. Like I said before, this is all through the spirit. I didn't even plan on going get these different precepts. did Paul say? The book of Romans 14 verse 5, it says, one man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So this is something you want to be fully persuaded about, this truth. Right? You got to want this for yourself. First and foremost, you got to want it for yourself. All right? And just more scriptures keep popping up. Let's see, let's get this one. Oh boy. You know, but hey, but it's all through the Spirit though. 2 Peter 1 verse 10, it says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. So you want to give diligence. All right, let's go into that word diligence. Right, let's go, it says diligence in the Greek is spaldezo. To use speed, that is to make effort, be prompt or earnest. Do, give, diligence, be diligent, forward, endeavor, labor, study. You see? And as men of the Lord, these are things that are a part of our life, our daily lives. All right? Majority of the time, this is what our life consists of. Now you got to balance it out through different things that you have to do. All right? And everybody's situation is different, but most importantly, your mind is focused. Your life is dedicated to this word, man, to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And preaching this word, teaching this word, reading this word, meditating in this word, praying, fasting, whatever the things you need to do to continue to become a better servant to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So let's get a few things I want to touch on in the lesson. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Now, also you go into the word steadfast, and you know it's kind of the same. It says resolutely or dutifully firm and unwavering. Right? So we don't want to be wavering. We want to stand our ground. We want to be rooted. We want to hold fast to this word. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58, it says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So we're working for something. All right? We're working to achieve the kingdom. We're working to achieve a position on the chariot. A position to be called that faithful servant. The position to put on that glorious white robe, to be crowned, right? With the crown when Yahushai, when you read in the book of 2nd Esdras, the 2nd chapter, the verse 40 on down, to be crowned, to have the white robe. You see? To be of the 1/3, which that's the 144,000 and the 1/3. All Israelites, by the way. But see, we're fighting for something. So we got to remember, keep in our minds that we have to be steadfast. We have to be unmovable. We have to be firm in our minds, unshakable. Because the times that we're coming in, you'll have people trying to shake your faith more now than ever. Evil spirits just jumping on people around you to make them say things to you that they never have said before. Make them do things to you that they never have done before. Messing with you at the job. You might be catching hell from Eve, catching hell from old family members and different, just things going on that may be trying to shake your faith and get you up out of there. But you got to have steadfast and remember why you're doing this. So it says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye not steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So we got to continue to abound in the work of the Lord. Okay? And our labor is the things that we're doing as we're sacrificing our lives, as we're making our bodies as a living sacrifice for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The things that we're doing is not going to go in vain. Right? There's a reward at the end of this thing. If you're, if you're of that lot of who that's accounted for. Right? Especially the elect of the 144,000 of the elect. All right? Because you're going to have that position of governing the earth. Governing, having that complete rulership over the other nations, which the whole nation of Israel, we're going to be over you other nations, but the 144,000 are going to have a special position because they are of the governing body. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 8, it says, and I just want to get to the point, it says, now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. All right? It's the book of 2 Corinthians. Chapter 1, verse 7. And it reads, I'll start at verse 5. It says, for as the sufferings of Hamashiach abound in us, so our consolation also aboundeth by Hamashiach. And whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation, which is effectual in the enduring of the same sufferings which we also suffer. Or whether we be comforted, it is for your consolation and salvation. And our hope of you is steadfast, knowing that as ye are partakers of the sufferings, so shall ye be also of the consolation. When you go into this word consolation, it goes into, in the Greek words, paraklesis, imploration, hortation, solace, meaning comfort. Okay? It goes into a sense of comfort. All right, what else? Let's see if it goes into a little bit more. So I pulled up, it says, the comfort received by a person after a loss or disappointment. A person or thing provided comfort to a person who has suffered. Okay? So as we're going through the sufferings, okay, as Yahushua went through, the servant is not greater than his master. We're also going to receive the joy. We're also going to be able to reign with Yahushua as well, man. Joint heirs. Okay? Let's go to the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 5. It says, for though I be absent in the flesh, yet I am with you in spirit, joying and beholding your order and steadfastness of your faith in the Mashiach. Right? So even when there's no one around us, even when there's no one watching us, okay, as Paul's saying, even though he was absent in the flesh, right? He said, look, I'm with you in the spirit. I'm with you in the spirit. right? And he says, joying and beholding your order and your